Greetings to all of humanity's reader. Joy, it's a pleasure, it's my honor greeting you and bring this message of emancipation to you, pointing you to look inwardly, to discover your real identity is your divinity. Today I'm doing this video on the inside because out in nature it's very windy. So I'm reaching out to you from this space. Now, I want to thank each and every one of you who've been supporting this work tremendously. And I want to say, without a vision, the people perish. And that's why I want to speak to you concerning divine vision and what it means to have a divine vision. The very first thing you must know is that you are divine. And that was what Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, taught Neville Goddard, who was his mentor, that he have to learn to understand divine vision. And he would have taught him what it means to have a vision. And when you read of the Bible, of prophets, you read about visionaries. You are reading about people who trust their vision. You're reading about people who can tell you of things before they happen. My brother, my sisters, when you realize that you have that quality in you, when you realize that it's all a state of mind and you can prophesy your life how you want it to be, you can speak your life into being, then you will realize why you're told to call those things that be not as though they are. So the very first thing you must understand concerning divine vision is that you are divine. You are infinite. You are our spirit having a human experience. So here we see Neville was having a problem without having work or money, yet Abdullah was saying to him that he was going to travel to Barbados and he was going to travel to Barbados first class. And this was very much puzzling to Neville. But then Abdullah assured him that he's a divine being. And all he had to do is have that divine vision. And when he holds to that divine vision, believing that his true divine self is his Christ self, his God self, and that it is his imagination, for God and man are one, then he must sleep in his imagination in his mother's home in Barbados while he resides in New York. And he must walk the streets of Barbados in his imagination while he walks the streets of New York and prove that God in man is man's imagination, and that he's omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. Because this is how you're going to prove that God and man are one, by trusting in your divine vision. So Habakkuk chapter 2 tells you, you need to write down your vision as a divine being. As a visionary, you need to write down your vision, and you must be quite clear or definite about what you want, why you want what you want. You must have the right motive for what you want in this world. And Habakkuk chapter 2 tells you that you must write it down. Make it plain. So when Neville went to Abdullah, he knew exactly what kind of burning desire he was having. And Abdullah knew what kind of imaginal act he would have done on behalf of Neville. And so Abdullah showed him, you have already gone and you have gone first class. That's why when Neville went back to Abdullah after receiving the $50 from his brother from Barbados, seeing that letter under his door, and he would have gone to the shipping company, when they told him that he was going to travel third class, Abdullah assured him, no, I would not have this conversation. Abdullah even walked away from him and turned his back on him with this kind of third class mentality conversation that he was bringing to Abdullah. Abdullah said, you have gone. Who told you have gone? I told you have gone first class. Because Abdullah believed in his divine vision. So my brother, my sisters, when you close your eyes and you see things through your mind's eye, or through the eye of God, who is your imagination. This is a divine vision. So Habakkuk said, when you have the vision, you write down the vision. He said, though it tarry, you must wait, for it is for an appointed time. So my brother and my sisters, whenever you use your imagination and you believe that you're a divine being and this is a divine vision, then you must know that there's a lot of gestation, that everything has a time and everything has a season. You must know that you must walk along with nature. You must align yourself with nature, because it's all about oneness. So we see here now, when Abdullah taught Neville concerning divine vision, all Neville had to stay faithful to that divine vision. And that is what the Bible refers to as faith. Faith is persistence, but you must have this persistence in the unseen world. You must trust and be loyal to the unseen world, the world you can't see. So when you do that, you're trusting your imagination, you're trusting your invisible self. So we are to put all our trust in our invisible self, not our visible self, but our invisible self. And we are not to allow the visible world to interpret our life how we want it to be. We have to allow the spiritual unseen world. We have to depend on that world to express to us how we want to see our physical world. So the circumstances and the things that are happening around you, they don't shift you and shake you into the realm of fear, but you stay in the realm of love, knowing that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. And you know that your thoughts, they are frequency, vibrational frequency. Because you understand your spiritual self. You understand your magnetic and electrical self. And so you work with that kind of mind. A divine mind will have divine vision. And do those vision, metari, you will not doubt. You will not take a spiritual abortion. You continue to believe until it is manifest. It is said that I sought for him whom I love in the Songs of Solomon, until I found him whom I love. And I never let him go until I bring him into my mother's bedchamber, into the womb of the one who conceived me. Showing you, when you have a vision, when you have an idea, when you have a goal, when you have a dream, when you find that thing you love, we find your purpose, the thing you love to do, the thing you're very good at. And you see yourself having and being and doing that which you desire. You hold to that desire up to a certain point in time. And then you drop it, you forget about it. That's when you will let it go. Until you bring it into that place where you process it. Knowing that you are the pattern, you have the right vision, you have the right picture. You map out everything in your mind. See everything through your mind's eye. Through the eye of God, through the eye of imagination. This is divine vision. So you have to dream this dream, knowing that you are divine. Until you know that, you will realize, hey, it's all a dream. Let me make this dream as divine as it can get. Because this is where I will live in heavenly places. In Christ, my higher self. My true self, my true essence, because I'm here to discover that I am a creator and that I must create consciously as a conscious creator, for I can create my reality consciously and prove that the creator lives in me, that God became man, that man may know that he is God. And it is said that you're gonna die like a man in Psalms 82. Nevertheless, no, as a matter of fact, it says that you're God, nevertheless, you're going to die like a man. So you have to understand your limitation. You have to understand death is going to take you back into another dimension. Okay, so you exit from a dimension and to have this human experience, right? And there must be, there's an entrance, to come into this experience, okay? And there must be an exit to go out of this dimension, to go into another dimension, or go into where you really came from. So my brother, my sisters, I'm encouraging you to have divine vision by first of all accepting your divine self, believing in divine self and embracing your divine self, because that's what Abdullah was teaching Neville Goddard to do, to love himself, to embrace himself, and to believe in himself, and that so that he would be able to have divine vision. That's why it is said, without a vision, the people perish. We all are here to become visionaries, or to discover that we are visionaries, and we must carry out our plans as we see them through our mind's eye and have the experience for ourselves, so we can testify that God in man is man, imagination for God and man are one. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, and what I'm saying really resonating with you, is really helping you in any way. If you haven't subscribed already, encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. But before I leave you, I want to also remind you that you can follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. Also, if you like to support this work in any way, you can become a patron. You can become a patron, okay, because we have a Patreon link, it's down below for you. Also, you can donate by way of PayPal. Okay, so with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, and out.